entirely up to you. It does not change what's going to be. Everything in this life is designed so that you will see how you'll react to it. All right, let's see what we got. In utter chaos, are you ruthlessly made complete? Yes, Paula. Oh, yes. In utter chaos, are you made complete? Okay, let's see that again. In utter chaos, are you ruthlessly made complete? 3. Now, what did I say that 3 was? Child, innocence, communication. Okay? Now, before we even go any further into this word, 3, the C, and also J, K, L, L, and is there another one? I don't think so. But these 2 letters are the communicators. This is the first level. This is the second level. WX, I'm trying to make sure there's not another 3. I can't think right now. But I don't think so. But anyway, in this chaos, the most important thing to maintain is the child of innocence. Now, how does a child act in chaos? They're completely at one with it. At one meant. I think that would be atonement, if I didn't break it down. So, in the midst of chaos, you are to communicate innocence. Like a child, you're not to get worried. Children don't know a thing about being worried unless you teach them. Upset, discouraged, or disheartened. Now, I'm talking about in the midst of chaos. I'm not talking about when things go along smooth and everything seems hunky-dory. I'm talking about when it is completely upheaval and turmoil, everything, the apple cart is turned over. Maintain the child of innocence in yourself and communicate that. Now, what happens is when chaos occurs, usually that's the last thing we do. We don't do that at all. We try to take a hold of this raging bull and think we're going to administer how it's going to turn out. That's not the case at all. What children do, they go with the flow. If it's green, they go green. If it's yellow, they go yellow. Yellow. All right. I took the 3 off, didn't I? Chaos. C-H-A-O-S. Chaos. Let's do that. We know we've got the 3 already with the C. Just keep this in mind. We got the 6 and we got the 1. 7 and 9. All right, I love it. Mitzi, do you love it? I mean, when you remove the innocent child from it, you've got total, complete disaster. Why did I say that? Because this is 16, and in the tarot cards, it's the Tower. And whenever you get so high and mighty, or you just need to evolve from a situation that you're stuck in, or a lot of other reasons, but the Tower, God's hand, comes along and destroys those things, those false principles, if you will, and causes you to fall. Your chaos. It almost sounds like house, huh? It's destroying your house that you've built. And then when we add, let's see what it was, because we left off the 3, so I love it. It was a 16 without the 3. If you put the 3 on there, you've got the 19. The Son, and the Son is nothing but a child of innocence. Why? Because the Son cares for us as children. No respecter of persons. Okay. Let's see what's next. Okay, that's what you do. You go along with the program, whatever happens. Sometimes you'll be unplugged, but you just keep rolling. You don't skip a beat. All right, I'm going to pull a second one today to see what we've to add to this hour. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Here's what the little paper is saying. Don't strive or impose. It looks like impose. I had 3 humps on there, Mitzi. Direction. Don't strive or impose direction. Now that's exactly what I said at the beginning of the show. I have no idea, you don't have any idea, not only in this hour, any hour that you're living, of what is going to occur or with whom. At any moment, you're here and you're there. And when you're here, this 10 that starts again in the tarot cards is the Wheel of Fortune. So you're not going to stay down here, you're going to go back to here, just so you can come down again. So you go through the cycles 1 through 9 every single day in everything that you do. Don't strive. Let's see what we're talking about. We got a 1. So what is the 1? Penetrate. See, you don't have to strive. It's happening of itself, like the grass grows by itself. 2, 9, 9. Wow. 2 9s in that word. 2 of them. 22 and 5. We got a 14, and what have we got? 3, 12, 34. Let's make sure. Okay, we got a 14, and we got a 3, 12, 34, so we got a 48. Wow. Okay. The word 48. I'm going to tell you something about that in just a minute. All right, 5 is the heart of it. 7. So we're going to experience life without striving on God's terms. Why are they God's terms? Because we don't have a clue with ours. So it's got to be God's. I mean, somebody's running this show. Okay, 48. 48 makes a 12, makes a 3. Again, what is that 12? Child, innocence, communicate. So what does a child do? Communicate. It communicates joy, happiness, love. Well, I mean, when they're left alone and able to grow in their natural state. Of course, adults teach them other things. So the striving is unimposed, because we're here in life anyway, and we are penetrating this existence. We're breaking through the barriers. We're destroying the illusion of what seems to be, because what seems to be is not what it is at all. Now, I didn't want to go off of here until I do impose, too. Okay, we're going to do impose. I'll come back to direction in just a minute. Okay, let's see impose. 9. Okay, we're completing something. We're starting all over again. 9. Okay, 4, 7, 6, 1, 5. So we got 11. And, no, we got 9. I got to pick up, don't I? 9. Same thing. 20, just a higher. And 11 is 12. Right? 4 and 7, 12, yeah. 32, which is the 5. And what have I said? Experience. Experience it. You don't have to strive. You don't have to impose, because you are going to experience this life, regardless of what your ideas are on it. Now, it happened to be that it was a 48. Well, strive was. So I want to 48. Let me check one of the oldest books there is, called the Yi Ching. Sometimes I say I ching because I really believe that we vibrate, we ching. So let's see what 48 Yi Ching has to say. Yi Ching. Okay, 48. Let's go with it. The 48 in the Yi Ching, the name of it, the well. All right? And the word was, what was the word? Strive. Okay? My point is, I'm showing you do not have to. You do not have to strive, worry, contend. None of these things. You're creating all kinds of difficulties for yourself when you're doing it. Can you imagine if you're trying to move this whale? I mean, that's the same thing you're doing when you're striving. You can't move a whale that's in the ground. Wood is below, water above. The wood goes down into the earth to bring up the water. Gosh, I even need... Come here, Mitch. You come here and take care of the situation. They're standing. All right. All right, can you hear me now? Yes? All right, we were temporarily disconnected. So I might need to repeat what I said. You do not have to strive. You do not have to strive. You do not have to worry. You do not have to contend. You do not have to try to manipulate situations. You don't have to. And all your actions in trying to do that is causing more of that chaos we were just talking about. Okay? Strive is a 48. I have looked it up in the Yi Ching, this old Chinese document of writings. And what it has said, wood is below, water above. The wood goes down into the earth to bring up the water. That one, remember? I said this, okay, let's say there's nothing, and then there's this little teeny dot, and it manifests itself. Okay? Coming down, plunging, and then, like I said, it goes through the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, and all of that. But this impetus, this urge to create, going down into the well. And as I was saying, it is just as futile and pointless and stupid to try to strive for anything as it would be in trying to move a well. Okay. Maybe I'll sit down. Let's see. The wood goes down into the earth to bring up the water. The image derives from the pole and bucket well of ancient China. The wood represents not the buckets, which in ancient times were made of clay, but rather the wooden poles by which the water is hauled up from the well. The image also refers to the world of plants, which lift water out of the earth by means of their fibers. The well from which water is drawn conveys the further idea of an inexhaustible dispensing of nourishment. So you're not going to do without. You're not going to be delayed. You're not going to be dejected. Okay? You're not going to be. It's impossible, because this well that is in this earth all the time, the water that's in the well, it's constantly being drawn up, and falls back down as rain. I mean, we live in the water. So to try to strive to make things better is, as I said, pointless, because this well is continually nourishing you in the only way that it knows how. You don't have a clue as to how you are sustained and nourished. You don't have a clue. And when you think that you are not getting enough,